Thing is launched live, baby.
On deck.
Good experience. Their heads are right. They've been in the weight room. I would say these kids got very strong this past fall. Just knowing that anything is possible pretty much this year.
And now,
we're focusing on one game at a time, just focusing on making sure we execute every play, every moment.
The Austin High Maroon On Deck Show.
Players, my teammates, we developed a really good relationship over the season.
Brought to you by Plains Capital, Nance Orthodontic, Mark Hart Architecture, by Delta Millworks, by Somanos, by Prosperity Roofing, by Cover Chevrolet, by James Gonin Architecture, and by the Chuck Nash Auto Group, by Tate Property, Terrytown Pharmacy, Innovative Care, Timeless Service, 8118 Dental Professionals, dental care focused on whole body wellness, Sportsman's Barbershop, a friendly neighborhood barbershop, Horizon Bank. Since 1905, Horizon has been proud to work with local businesses across Central Texas and beyond. And now to the Maroon Broadcast booth. Here's David Roy and James Scott.
And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Southwest ISD Tournament, day number 2, as the Austin High Maroons get ready to take on the Nikki Rowe squad from San Marcos. I forgot what their nickname is. My name is Merle Bertrand, joined by Mr. James Scott, and we're kind of getting underway on the fly here, James, because we don't even have a roster yet for Nikki Rowe.
Yeah, for Rowe is the Warriors.
Warriors,
from
that's right.
McAllen, not San Marcos, but. Hey, what a great day to be out at the old ballpark. Friday afternoon baseball. Temperature's a lot warmer than yesterday, a lot more pleasant. The wind is actually blowing out here instead of dead into our faces. So beautiful day here for a little Maroon baseball. Yeah,
it's tournament time. You never know what you're going to get the last day of February, but it's a lot nicer than yesterday. And the Austin High Maroons, 1-1 yesterday. A late comeback coming up just short to drop the first game 5-4, but winning run rule style 8-0 in 5 innings in the nightcap last night. So trying to build off of that momentum here today.
Yeah, 100%. I talked to Coach A before the game, and he's really pleased with the way everybody was swinging the bats yesterday.
Right.
So no doubt about that. We got off to a rough start the first 2 games, but good to see us the last 2 games swinging the bat well.
So it's kind of a split doubleheader here. They got this game today, then we're going to have about 2 hours off and come back for the nightcap at 7 o'clock tonight to close out day number 2. What are you thinking?
Yeah, so I'm just looking over here at Nikki Rowe's. They've already got 7 games in already to our 4.
Actually 8 because they played an earlier game here today and won, I believe. So I believe they're 4-4.
4-4, wow. So they have beat the likes of San Antonio Breckenridge Eagles. They've beat them twice, as a matter of fact, and Brownsville. And looks like they were taken by the North Raiders twice, and Southwest Dragons 5-3, and then the San Angelo Central Bobcats 4-2. So looks like we are going to be the visiting team. So we'll go ahead and get right to our starting lineup here in the batting order.
While you're looking that up, I'm trying to jot down numbers and use good old Max Preps because we're never given a lineup card. So
yep, that's right. We'll have to play it by ear, kind of like yesterday. So batting first for the Maroons in center field, James Scott Jr., Sarge. Batting second and pitching, Jaden Besa. Batting third and playing third base, Javi Godinez. Batting fourth and DHing, Drew Anderson. Batting fifth and catching, Osby Contreras. Batting sixth and playing left field, Jason Martinez. Batting seventh and playing shortstop, number 12, Logan Kenny. Batting eighth and playing first base, Fletcher Wilson. And batting ninth and starting in right field is Drew Calvert. So from the top, we have Scott, Besa, and Godinez, Anderson, Contreras, and Martinez, Kenny, Wilson, and Calvert.
Yeah, right off the bat, I see a discrepancy because they've got number 20 over first base, and there's not a 20 listed on the Max Preps roster, which Max Preps has its strengths. Baseball is not one of them. 21 looks like Xavier Garcia, according to Max Preps.
It is.
The starting
Xavier
pitcher.
Garcia, 100%. You got to love tournament baseball. It's just roll the ball out there and let's get going.
Yeah.
Heck with the formality of district play.
Say hello to the Rock and Rev, Randy Fry, our QA today, keeping an eye in and near on the broadcast. Austin High 1-2, trying to even things up and maybe go above the 500 mark with a nice win here today as James Scott will step in from the right side. See, 11 is their second baseman.
That makes 8 their shortstop.
So J.C. Garza Jr. would be the second baseman.
That first pitch is a ball low and away.
And Miguel Soto, the shortstop. And ground ball out in the left field for a base hit for James Scott. He was aggressive at the plate yesterday.
Yeah, good to see him swing the bat well. He's 7 for 14 for a 500 batting average to start the season. Limited at-bats, obviously, as this is just our 5th game. But good to see him get a hit right there.
And here's Jaden Besa, the starting pitcher, coming in. Just a beautiful day here at the ballpark, probably in the mid-70s. The American flag just moving a little bit, unlike yesterday when it was gusting straight in at us all day long. And the first pitch down low, ball 1 to Besa.
Besa stepping in the box, hitting .455 so far this early season with an 11-17 OPS. Jaden, I got money for you if you keep that up all season, baby. No pressure.
Tossed over to first. Pretty good move.
Yeah, he caught Sarge leaning.
One ball, no strikes. And pitch outside, strike through his hit and run was on, and the throw down to second, and time to get him. Not a pitch out, but sort of a quasi pitch out, well off the plate, and a good throw from the catcher.
I'm thinking that was a hit and run because
Besa
chased that ball that was way outside.
Yeah, way outside. So 2-6 caught stealing to retire Scott for out number 1. The count 1 ball, 1 strike to Besa. Now 1 out, base is empty. And that pitch in there for strike 2.
If there's one area that we've got to work on, or he needs to work on, that's Sarge, that is getting better jumps off the pitcher. He's got the speed to get there. We just got to work on his jumps.
Yeah, slow roll to right side. First baseman tosses over to the pitcher, Garcia covering. And the 3-1 put out retires Besa. Now 2 outs, base is empty for Javi Godinez.
Let's see, Javi stepping in the box, hitting .250 so far for the year. 3 for 12, 13 plate appearances. This makes 14. The wind up and the pitch.
And that one slapped to the shortstop. 1 hop over to first in time. And after a promising beginning, the Maroons go down in order in unorthodox fashion. No runs, 1 hit. Nobody left on base. We played through 1/2 inning of play. We'll go to the bottom half of the first inning. Defense is set for Austin High in this game number 1 today. Jason Martinez in left, James Scott in center field. Dane Calvert out in right field. The infield third to first, Javi Godinez, Logan Kinney, Ames Alejandro, and Fletcher Wilson. Osby Contreras getting the start behind the plate in this game, and Jaden Besa, the pitcher, on the mound for Austin High.
Yeah, Besa coming in, had a rough first outing of the year on the mound against Stony Point. He faced 5 batters through 16 pitches, did not retire an out, and ended up giving up 4 runs. 3 of the 5 that he faced got a hit, so the other 2 walked. So you know he wants to get on the right side of that ledger now.
Right.
And the key to Jaden is going to be changing speeds, especially to the right-handed batters. The location. Think of Jaden kind of like your Tom Glavine kind of pitcher, left-hander. Control and keeping the hitters off speed is the key to his game.
I somehow managed to lose by binoculars. You should see how we're kind of crammed in up here. Oh, I dropped them. I see them down on the ground. Okay. They will live there until game 2.
Uh-oh.
$10 Academy specials. Hopefully they survive, but you never know.
You know, kids chase foul balls for snow cones. Maybe they'll chase old man's binoculars for something. All right, let's see who they have hitting first here. I think that's number 1.
Number 1, according to what I see, that should be Matthew Garza.
Garza, the center fielder. With number 8, Soto, on deck. The sun's going to be setting down right behind your screen, so what that means is it's right in the eyes of all of the fielders. So this field is not laid out per the rule book. Technically, your sun is supposed to set over third base side. If you cannot make that happen, it's supposed to set over first base side.
And slow tapper right side. Alejandro gobbles it up. Have to hurry. They're going to beat it out. Just took too long. Slow roller kind of took a bounce up on the heel of his glove. And Garza, as you would expect with a leadoff hitter, good speed, beat it down there.
That's a tough one. That play needs to be made. No sun impact there.
So here's Miguel Soto stepping in with the runner at first base. Showing bunt and gets it down right back to. And they're going to call him safe. Bases slipped trying to make the play. Recovered in time, made a good throw, but that messed up the timing. And the Warriors have runners at first and second here, and an odd start with nobody out. That's a tough break.
Yeah, really tough break. That should have been an easy out. But again, you got to tip your hat to Rowe because they're playing fundamental baseball.
Right.
Now we need a roll a pair here. How about a double play?
That works. J.C. Garza, the second baseman, stepping in. Runners at first and second with nobody out. Trouble early here for the Maroons. He shows bunt and pushes it foul up the first base side for strike 1. It needs to be a UIL rule that all uniforms have numbers in the front.
Makes it a little easier.
Yeah. No balls and a strike to Garza. Down low and a nice block there by Contreras to keep that one from going on back to the backstop. As I mentioned yesterday, a lot of room in foul territory here. We'll give you a peek. And a lot of room behind home plate. Limestone wall, so it'll bounce back, but there's a long way to go behind home plate if the ball gets by one of the catchers. Runners at second and third, and the pitch up high, ball 1.
At home, if you're used to the multi-camera action, we do not have our Austin High film crew here today. Could not make it down due to school conflict, so we have the single camera.
Yeah. I don't know where we would put him anyway.
We like them down the lines.
baseline.
Yeah, center would be good too, but that's just a little high.
I'm just thinking in terms of power and.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
You never know what you're going to get on the road. Beautiful ballpark, though. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice curveball. Bins in there for strike 2. Thanks to the Southwest head coach making us feel right at home here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, how was that not a strike? Maybe just off the plate, but that's a tough pitch to take with 2 strikes.
Yes, it is. Uh-oh. We got chirping from our dugout. Umpire doesn't like it.
Trying to set the tone early. Call it a strike and you won't get the chirping. Two balls,
true.
2 strikes. The pitch from Besa. Curveball bends way high and away, and the count goes full. The 3-2 pitch. The payoff. Slow roll to the left side. They got runners back to the bases. And a good play there by third baseman Javi Godinez. Fielded it, looked the runners back, and a big, big second out. Runners have to stay put, 2 away now.
No doubt that's a routine ground ball, but tip of the hat to Javi Godinez for making that
Right.
play.
And stepping in here, number 10, not listed on the roster, so not sure who this young man is.
Number 10 is Ashton Guerrero.
Where are you getting that from?
Game changer.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're on Game Changer.
I have the power. I should have just said that.
I thought you just had magic powers.
Sorry to disappoint.
Nice block by Contreras, ball 1. Just a bit upstairs in the count, 2-2. Garza at third, Soto at second, but now 2 away. Besa trying to work out of a quirky jam. Infield single. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Infield single, bunt single, then a sacrifice. They had runners at second and third with nobody out. Well, 1 out with the sacrifice. Now 2 outs. 2-1 pitch. Just a little low, 3-1. First base is open. Working from the line. The pitch from Besa. Popped up right side, but it's going to get out of play, and the count goes full. Second straight batter has gone full on. Besa looking in, the payoff pitch coming. Runners at second and third, 2 outs early in this contest. The wind in the 3-2. High, ball 4. So the base is now loaded, no harm done. Still 2 out, now a force at any base site. Some would argue that's actually better.
Yeah. Smart move and not giving in. And grooving one right down the middle. Played for the next hitter. Looks like he's a lefty, so you got a lefty on lefty matchup here.
Alex Leon checking in. Bases jam, but now 2 away. Really not a lot of pitches thrown yet for Besa, considering the circumstances. The pitch. Ground ball right side and out into right field.
Geez,
For
right
a base
underneath
hit.
Fletcher's glove.
And 1 run is in, and the Warriors draw first blood here, and an RBI single to the right off the bat of Leon.
You got to lay out
Garza.
for that ball and keep it in, especially playing first base. You don't have to field it cleanly, just knock it down. You have plenty of time to go make the play.
So the RBI single makes it 1-0 in favor of Rowe. And stepping in number 22, who is?
It's going to be, oh boy, I'm hooked on phonics.
Swinging a miss, strike 1.
Alvarez, Jesai. I don't know how to pronounce that. I need Coach A for that. Alvarez is his last name.
Okay. And he swings on the foul tip. And the count 0-2. The pitch from Besa. Good waist pitch high and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Curveball stays just a little upstairs and out, and the count evens up 2-2.
All right, Jaden's 22 pitches in, sitting on 23 here in the bottom of the first.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good battle back there from Jaden Besa to minimize the damage. That could have been, James Scott, a lot worse.
100%. That could have been a big inning in which we didn't need, especially with how we've been swinging the bats before yesterday. So good to see Jaden bear down and come back and limit him to only one run.
So 1 run, 3 hits, 3 runners left on base. We played through 1. We'll go to the top half of the second. Austin High Baseball on the Pipe Live Network.
Real estate companies come and go in Central Texas about as fast as the wildflowers in spring. But when you're looking for a house, you're looking for a place to put down roots, a place to call home for years to come, which means you need a realtor with roots in the community, like Tate Property. Tate Property is a family-owned real estate brokerage located in Terrytown. We grew up here, we live here, and we work here, representing buyers and sellers of Austin's finest luxury homes, investment properties, and farm and ranch retreats. This is our passion. Give Tate Property a call at 512-474-8283. That's 512-474-TATE. Or look up online at tateproperty.com and let us know how we can help you today. Tate Property, exceptional homes, exceptional service.
And welcome back. Oh, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Must have heard me complaining.
I was listening and I heard.
You owe him a snow cone.
Yeah, I do. One of the Austin High fans listened to the broadcast, heard me whining about dropping my binoculars, and he went down and got them, James.
Hey, that's more than an Austin High fan. That is Grable Moreta, our PA announcer for home games. Yeah.
There you go.
In his spare time, he takes pictures of the team with his super high-res camera.
Well, thank you very much. My eyes aren't what they used to be when they were never that good. So,
all right, for the Maroons, we have Anderson, Contreras, and Martinez up. Drew Anderson stepping in, swinging a hot bat yesterday, 2 for 4, 2 for 5 on the season, even 500. Early on, so you're going to see wild swings and batting average for a little bit.
So Anderson steps in against Garcia. And the first pitch down low, ball 1. If you missed the broadcast yesterday, the Maroons down 5-0 with 2 outs in what was going to be their last inning. Anderson legged out an infield single and started a 4-run rally. You just never know. You never quit. Lays off that pitch upstairs, ball 2, 2-0 the count. Two-0 pitch. Up high, ball 3.
You know, you got to tip of your hat to Drew Anderson. This is his senior year, so he's been playing baseball all 4 years as well as football. And for him, not knowing what his role was going to be on this team to still come out, I love to see that. We've had a lot of kids that would be in this senior class that have decided not to play for whatever reason. Good to see Drew hang in there. And it's paying off. He's swinging a hot bat yesterday. Yeah. He's hitting the cleanup spot here today.
3-1 count. At the knees for strike 2. That's a puzzling decision to knock him out because this team was very close last year to being a good ball club. I mean, you're going to build off that and be in the playoff race this year.
Sure, there's a handful of guys sitting at home that could have made a difference in 3 or 4 wins last year. And we'll see what happens this year.
3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3 is good. Garcia battles backfield behind the count 3-0 and gets Anderson on a strikeout, 1 away. And that'll bring up Osby Contreras.
Contreras stepping in, even 400, 4 for 10. 14 plate appearances, walked a bunch, been hit by a pitch a couple of times. 1 run scored.
Pitch outside, ball 1. Busy day for us already on the Bipe Live Network. Cedar Park falling this morning, 17-0.
Wow.
I don't remember when Cedar Park lost the game 17-0.
Jeez.
I think that was against PSJA North, if I remember right.
PSJA North. So
R. San Juan Alamo North.
San Antonio School?
I think it's a Valley school.
Okay.
If I remember right.
Okay.
Two balls, no strikes here to Contreras. Time is called. Dripping Springs getting a win over Hebron up at the 5-tool Invitational up in Dallas. I think that was a 6-5 game or something like that. Brushes him back and again falls behind in the count 3-0. Cedar Park back in action tonight against Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial from Cabanas Field down in Corpus. Of course, our game tonight coming up against San Antonio Southwest, the host schools. And Dripping Springs taking on Lovejoy. A lot of basketball as well, as we had a break in the action here. A couple of local teams involved. Liberty Hill boys in the regional finals against Alamo Heights. And Stony Point in the regional finals against San Antonio Harlan.
Those games tonight?
Those games are tonight, yeah, for the right to go to the state tournament.
Wow.
And, of course, as the normal voice of Vandergrift, I'm looking at that Stony Point Harlan game and thinking that should be Vandergrift. Vandergrift losing to Harlan by 1 point.
Ooh.
But they're there and we're not. What's that?
Did you call that game?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Heartbreaker, huh?
3 balls, no strikes to Contreras. And a 4-pitch walks. So second straight inning, the Maroons have base runners, and that will bring up Jason Martinez.
All right, Jason stepping in at 286 on the season, 444 on base percentage.
And we're going to get a courtesy runner here for the Maroons, number 11 coming in.
Yeah, that's Deuce Schreiber. Otherwise known as Ty, nickname Deuce. Feel free, next time you see him, say, hey, Deuce.
Winning pitcher in Game 2 last night, right?
He threw a heck of a game.
So Schreiber running for Contreras. If you're new to Texas high school baseball, wonder what that's about. It's a courtesy runner for pitchers and catchers to save wear and tear on the young legs. Toss over to first, and ball gets away. Bad throw. And Schreiber's going to make his way down to second. Or is he? Why is he going back?
I think they called
a balk.
But
well, now they're sending him back. He's not sure where he's supposed to be.
That's odd.
There's no pitch on the scoreboard.
The only thing you can call is somebody had called timeout.
Somebody called timeout,
Anything else doesn't make sense.
Well, that's a tough break. So no pitch, apparently. Martinez steps back in from the left side. Shows bunt and pulls it back. Pitch down low and away, ball 1.
You know, so far in this season, Jason's been our most consistent bunter. Looks the best, gives the best effort. And as we saw with their first inning, bunting can make a huge difference. That's what led to the run on the board. Good lead over there by Schreiber.
Now time is called. Got good news for Maroons fans. You'll get David Rowe back tomorrow. He's decided to make an appearance again.
Hey, we like the Godfather too. We don't discriminate here. We're Maroons.
Swing and a foul tip back to the screen. The count 1-1.
So David's back tomorrow.
David's back tomorrow.
Next week we're going to see you a little bit or what?
See me for sure on Friday. And you'll see me Saturday against Vandergrift, but I'll be in the booth doing the game for Vandergrift.
Rooting against us. How dare you?
I'll try to maintain some network neutrality if I can. It can be weird sometimes.
I bet. See, I don't have that problem. I only root one way.
Yeah.
You know.
Still working on Thursday. Pitch up high ball 2. You know, Dave has decided that things like paying a mortgage and that kind of thing are more important than coming out to the ballpark.
Just means that Vipe needs to give him a raise.
That's right. Me first.
You can pay me later, David Roy.
And that ball gets away, and they're going to send him down to second. So it just took a little while longer. But this time Schreiber makes his way to second. They're not going to send him back.
Going to give that error to Salinas. That ball should have been caught.
Right. So tying run at second base here in the former Ty Schreiber. And the count 2-1 to Jason Martinez.
Jason's already got 2 RBI on the season. Let's make it 3.
Popped up on the infield. And with the basket catch, Alex Leon for out number 2. Don't see that much anymore.
I'm not sure that's the way he wanted to play that.
I don't think so.
Hey, it worked.
Well, you talked about the sun. He didn't look entirely comfortable coming in for that.
Yeah.
It's a high sky, no clouds. 2 away for Logan Kenny.
It's 3:33 according to my watch, and as we get closer to 5, it's going to get a little dangerous.
Yeah.
Especially on hard line drives getting through the infield because it's going to be right in everybody's sun.
Mm-hmm.
The press box isn't going to be high enough to help protect them. It's really, really poor positioning in this field.
Curveball high inside to Kenny. If there's a silver lining, the nightcap for the Maroons is at 7 o'clock, so it will be down or mostly down by then. Upstairs ball 2. He's leaving him up. Talking about Garcia now.
Yeah. This is his 17th pitch coming this inning. 23 overall. And he has been falling behind in the count quite a bit.
Yeah, fell behind 3-0 to Anderson, fell behind 3-0 to Contreras. Behind to Kenny here, 2-0.
Logan's at 273 so far this season with an RBI.
Popped up.
That's right back here, maybe,
Yeah,
maybe.
we'll get out
no.
of the ballpark. Oh, dropped. Caught a break. Thought it was going to get out of play, but it didn't. It came back into play, and the catcher unable to track it down.
Yeah, that's a tough play.
Mm-hmm.
Play that should have been made, but a tough one at that. Turning around, having to find the ball with that backspin, and then again, kind of looking up into the sun.
Yeah.
Gives Logan another opportunity to do some damage here.
2 balls and a strike now.
Drop.
Nope, it's going to hang up. And the center fielder, Garza, coming in and making the catch. Thought when I left the bat, it was going to get down, but it hung up out there. And the Maroons, no runs, no hits. 1 error doesn't hurt them. 1 more left on base. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, still trailing at 1-0. Austin High Baseball on the Vipe Live Network.
Maroon Baseball is supported by Austin's oldest independently run pharmacy, Terrytown Pharmacy. Founded in 1941, Terrytown Pharmacy has been family-owned and operated since 1950, and the Newberry family is loyal forever. Visit Terrytown for great customer service, incredible gifts, and necessities. If you haven't transferred your prescriptions yet, give them a call. Thank you, Terrytown Pharmacy, for your consistent annual support of Maroon Athletics. Terrytown Pharmacy, online at terrytownpharmacy.com.
Do you need a haircut? A real haircut? One that's tapered or blocked, clipped or trimmed just the way you like it? Come let the licensed barbers at the Sportsman's Barbershop take care of you. The Sportsman's Barbershop is a friendly, no-frills neighborhood barbershop located in Austin's Brikerwood area. Our barbers specialize in traditional haircuts for men and boys, along with beard trims and straight razor shaves. The trophies and mounts donated by customers that line the barbershop walls serve as testaments to over 60 years of serving Austin. Give the guys a call, 512-459-9525 to schedule your appointment today, or look us up online at sportsmansbarbershop.com. The Sportsman's Barbershop, an Austin institution.
And welcome back. We go to the bottom half of the second inning. Southwest ISD tournament. Merle Bertrand filling in for David Roy along with James Scott. 1-0 in favor of the Nikki Rowe Warriors out of McAllen, Texas. Bottom of the order due up here, 8, 9, and then 1. There's number 20 stepping in. And James has got that young man's name, the first baseman for the Warriors. And swinging a miss, strike one.
That's going to be Eric Salinas.
So the Salinas, the first baseman, steps in, 0-1 count. Just a little high, and away, ball one.
Yeah, he's nibbling on that corner. Good pitch. Just couldn't get the call. And I just noticed that at 3:04, Coach A texted me their lineup.
Oh.
So Garza will hit next.
At least you know he was thinking about you.
Sure. Tournament baseball. It's a wild ride pregame. Looks like Pat Base is here. We're going to get our pocket radar going.
1 ball, 1 strike to Salinas. Yeah, it's kind of a bookend for the season because you get into the playoffs and you get those same-day doubleheaders. They've got the short turnaround, and it's almost worse because those games mean a lot more. 2 balls and a strike, and down low, ball 3. 3-1. Three-one pitch from Jaden Besa. Topper left side, charging it. Backhand, the throw to first in time. That was a nice play by Javi Godinez.
What a play, Javi. Stayed with it, fumbled the ball a little bit, but stayed with it, kept his composure, and made the play. Nice job.
That thing had more English on it than some of the pool shots you see at a billiards tournament. He stayed right with it and made a good throw to retire Salinas, 1 away. It's just Javier Garza. By process of elimination, I'm going to guess he's their catcher. And turns on it, listed in the air to the right side, and coming in was Dane Cobbett for quickly a second out. 2 up, 2 down, back to the top of the order. Matthew Garza will go. Garza reached on an infield single, scored the only run of the ball game. Just tapped a slow roller to the second baseman and beat it out.
Yeah, plays like that, Alejandro has to come in almost at a full speed. So you got a leadoff hitter thinking he's got good speed too. Foul ball over down the first base side. So just part of that experience.
Oh, yeah. I mean, to be fair, you talk about leadoff hitters having good speed. He had exceptional speed. He got down there in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
Down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. fouled straight back in the count 1-2.
So basically doing a good job changing speeds, moving inside and outside on the plate.
The 1-2 pitch.
That's just a bit outside.
Just a bit.
Tried to paint the corner and
That's
missed.
right.
It's a line from Major League for those of you not tracking at home.
2-2 pitch. Popped up right side. Calvert drawing a beat on it. Now going back and hauls in the can of corn for out number 3. So 1-2-3 inning. Good work there by Besa and the Maroons. We have played through 2. We'll go to the top of the 3rd. Still 1-0 in favor of the Rowe Warriors. Austin High Baseball on the Vibe Live Network.
After a tough game on the diamond or a strenuous day on the job, relief from those aches and pains is waiting for you at Somanos. Kiko is a certified flexibility expert and wellness practitioner who provides comprehensive bodywork, mobility coaching, and intentional breath work that allows the body to relax while relieving pain and alleviating injuries. Somanos offers a variety of therapeutic services to fit your needs and not hurt your budget. Relieve pain and increase your quality of life with Somanos. Move better, feel better, live better. 512-800-3064 or online at SomanosBody.com. Somanos, proud supporter of Austin High Baseball.
I'm Hunter Malloy with Prosperity Roofing. Central Texas got hit hard with hail this year, and Prosperity Roofing has been there to pick up the pieces.
My house took some damage in that last hailstorm, and Prosperity Roofing quickly worked directly with my insurance company to replace it with a way better looking roof. They earned my 5-star review. I highly recommend them.
Everything important in your life happens under your roof. Let Prosperity Roofing give your home the roof it deserves.
Eight, 9, and 1 hitters up here for Austin High as we move to the top half of the 3rd inning. Merle Bertrand here with you along with James Scott. It'll be Fletcher Wilson, Dane Calvert, and then back to the top of the order will go as Austin High tries to battle back from a 1-run deficit.
Yeah, Wilson, Calvert, and then back to the top of the order. Wilson looking for his first base hit. Not many at-bats. 0 for 6 so far this season. Done much more of his contribution to the team on the mound.
Just a beautiful day at the ballpark. Man, what a difference 24 hours makes.
Boy. I didn't want to have to be too soft yesterday, but I was close to pulling out the hot hands when it was only 65 degrees
I know.
outside. It was the wind, man.
It was the wind.
You know, if we could get some contribution offensively from the bottom of our order, that'd be a huge benefit to this team. So far, most of our offensive damage has been done by, say, the top, 1 through 4, 1 through 5.
Right.
You can get 7, 8, and 9 contributing. Boy.
Yeah, just anything, right?
Mm-hmm. They would be on base when the top of the order comes
That's
back.
Right, yeah.
And it paid off yesterday in that big rally.
Yeah.
That bases clearing triple.
That's true, yeah.
So Wilson going to earn his second letter for the baseball squad this season. We got a gate open down right field line. Or no, that was a ball, not the gate. There was a colored ball down there. All
right, so here we go as Fletcher Wilson steps in, back to the action. And the pitch up high, ball one, again up high. Trying to get my mom the link to the broadcast.
Got to take care of your mom.
Yeah, that's right. 1-0 pitch. Let her high for strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch, and Tapper left side. Gobbling up is Leon. The long throw to first in time. Good throw to retire Wilson for 1 away. Now that'll make a bright fielder, Dane Colbert.
Dane also looking for his first hit this season. Not many at-bats. Again, we're going to see wide swings and batting averages. He's 0 for 3. Plate appearance number 4 here for him.
And that pitch in for a call strike. Couple of putouts in right field already. Just off the plate. Umpire thought about it. Gave it more thought than I thought he would have. Xavier Garcia on the hill for the Warriors. 1-1 pitch. That's a good pitch. Painted that corner, 1-2. The 1-2. High and away. And the count evens up 2-2.
Garcia's been pretty consistent upper 60s, low 70s with his fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes to the Maroon right fielder, and that one balloons in there high to even the count 3-2. 1, 2, 3. No, it's just a second. This is the second batter he's gone full count on. 3-2 pitch. Nice job there to hang alive and force another pitch.
He's battling.
You know, sometimes that is almost enough. If you make that pitcher throw a couple more pitches, it's a successful at bat, even if you don't get on board.
Yeah, 100%. More times you see the pitcher as a hitter, the better it is for you statistically.
Right. And Calvert does draw the 1-out walk. Second walk of the ballgame surrendered by Garcia. Back to the top of the order to James Scott we go. He's 1 for 1. Started off the ballgame with a single. Nice crowd on hand. It was pretty sparse yesterday, as you would imagine, with temperatures in the low 60s and blustery conditions. But closer to the weekend, beautiful sunny skies.
Yeah, we have a lot of Maroon faithful here today and a lot of folks staying in San Antonio overnight.
Right.
With anticipation of our nightcap ending about 9. We don't want to do the drive home and then turn around. We have a noon game tomorrow.
So here's Sarge stepping in. Runner at first base with 1 away. Way outside, the count 1-0. I enjoyed interviewing him and several of his teammates at the media day for Vipe. It was about 3-4 weeks ago. A lot of fun. 1 ball, no strikes. Way outside, and that's going to be a wild pitch. And the tying run in the form of Calvert will move up to second base. So 2-0 the count to Scott. Thought he was well-grounded in his answer when I asked him about representing the oldest high school west of the Mississippi. I thought that was very cool.
Yeah.
That he was even aware of it.
Sure.
2 balls and no strikes. Outside and low ball 3.
You know, it's good to see him stay within himself and not get over aggressive here and try to force something and swing at a bad pitch way outside of the zone.
Well, now you're heading the count 3-0. The pitcher struggling with control. Will likely be sitting on a pitch here. Make him come to him. Way outside, and it's going to be another wild pitch. So Scott with the walk, back-to-back walks, 2 wild pitches in the inning, puts runners at the corners with 1 away. With the meat of your order coming up here, Jaden Besa will step in.
Not sure what James was thinking there, but on that ball 4, he needed to take off. With that being a wild pitch, he could have headed a second to see if they could work a pickle over here with Calvert.
Besa grounded out the first in the first inning.
Be interesting to see how Coach A decides to play this. I'd be about half tempted to leave James at first because you got the first baseman having to hold him on.
Right.
That being the pull side for Besa, and this pitcher not throwing very hard. Boy, that's a big hole for Jaden to work with.
Runners at the corners with 1 out. Maroons down by 1. There he goes, and that hit him.
Well, there you go. No need.
So that'll load the bases. The only downside was it took a stolen base away from James Scott. But I'm sure he's not worried about that. Maroons have the bases loaded with 1 out, and Javi Godinez stepping in. Calvert at third, Scott at second, Besa at first. Actually, we have a courtesy runner in for Besa, I would imagine. Doesn't look like it, though. He's coming over to join the conversation here.
Well, he's got his helmet off. I think that's going to be Luke Whalen in there for the courtesy run, I think. Let's see how they break here, but that looks to be accurate.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
Yeah, well, he just gave his hat to Drew Anderson, which that, hold on, playing merry-go-round with the hats here.
I gave it to Anderson because he's in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, there you go. So that is Whalen over there as a courtesy runner.
So Calvert at third, Scott at second, and Whalen running for Besa at first as Javi Godinez steps in, grounded out to short, back in the first.
I said Calvert, I meant Whalen. Whalen courtesy running at first. Aren't you? If you're Javi, same kind of thing with James, right? You have to stay within yourself. Don't chase anything. Obviously, this pitcher's struggling. They've got action in their bullpen. He hasn't been close to the plate. Make him throw you a strike. Don't go chasing anything. Javi grounded just short in the first inning. Garcia taking his time.
Golden opportunity here for the Maroons to break on top. And the first pitch slapped to right field is going to get down. It's going to be a foul ball. And we've actually had a pitching change. This is Eric, number 20 in.
Is that right?
I believe so. I think I caught that on the. Eric Salinas is now pitching, it looks like. Am I seeing things?
Man, I think you are correct. I missed that. I was focused on our helmets.
I don't know where the rest of their defense went, but Salinas moves in from first base to take over pitching duties, and the first pitch down low, ball 1 to Javi Godinez.
Second pitch. First one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike.
So it looks like they have
7 over at first base now, I think.
Garza, he was playing right field.
That one fouled out of play to the right. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Godinez.
So now we have to find out who went to right.
One ball, 2 strikes, and now time is called.
Well, the catcher called a first and third play when the bases are loaded. That's all right.
The 1-2 pitch from Salinas. Upstairs, ball 2. And the count evens up 2-2.
And that right there is what I was talking about with Javi. He stayed within himself. You know he wanted to hit that ball. but it was so far high and outside. Nothing good comes with that. Good job and just taking that one. Fighting for another pitch here.
2 balls, 2 strikes from Salinas. That ball slapped in the center field. It's going to be deep enough to score the run at least, and over the head. It's going to get to the wall. Calvert comes in. Scott is going to come in. Whalen is going to be waved around. No, now they got 2 bases runners at third base. The throw to the plate, and it is going to be in time to get him. So a base running miscue there. 2 runs in for the Maroons. Triple for Godinez. As Calvert comes in and Scott came in.
I think Whalen got confused on who Coach A was stopping.
Yeah.
Stopping.
You might be right because Godinez was right behind him. So 2 outs now. I think you're exactly right, James. 2-1. Austin High gets the lead. That's the good news. Godinez is at third, and Drew Anderson will step in with a chance to bring him home. And the pitch in there for strike 1. That ball really carried. I thought Garza was going to haul it in. It was going to be a sacrifice fly, but it just kept going. 0-1 pitch. Just missed off the plate, 1-1.
We had a little wind to start the game. The flag out in center is pretty limp right now.
Yeah. If the wind was doing what it did yesterday, that would have been a routine fly ball to center.
Hell, it may have ended up at second.
You're right. 1-1 pitch. Up high, ball 2. Two and 1 the count to Drew Anderson. Off the plate, 3-1. Missed ball 4, third walk of the inning. First one surrendered by Salinas. And once again, runners at the corners with 2 outs for Osby Contreras, the catcher.
Now, Osby's been swinging a hot bat, been getting on a lot. It'd be interesting to see with 2 outs how Coach A plays this. If he tries to get a pickle going on here with first and third, if he holds Anderson over there at second or at first, Drew's got pretty good speed.
Toss over to first. Caught him leaning a little bit. Yeah, we talked about the depth of your pitching staff. This is the Maroons' 3rd game of the tournament, but the 4th game of the tournament for the Warriors. They played, I believe, they played 2 yesterday and 1 this morning. Contreras digs back in. Off the plate, ball 1. Salinas looking in. The 1-0 pitch. Ground ball left side, gobbled up by the shortstop. He'll go to second to take the sure out. Hard slide there from Anderson, but 6'4" force retires the side. But the Austin High Maroons do get 2 runs. They get it on just 1 hit. The triple from Godinez, a couple of walks and a hit batter. So we got a brand new ball game here as we go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Austin High on top now 3-1 or 2-1. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching Austin High Baseball on the Vibe Live Network.
Almost every day, banking touches some aspect of your life, from growing your business, saving for retirement, or planning for future generations of your family. That's why it's so important to pick the right financial partner. The good folks at Plains Capital Bank have deep roots in Austin, serving Central Texas owned and operated businesses for over 20 years, from commercial real estate to managing your wealth. You can find them at plainscapital.com or call them at 457-7500. And when you talk to them, be sure to tell you that my friend Paul said hello, member FDIC.
Hi everyone, I'm Gigi for Chuck Nash Chevrolet Buick GMC in San Marcos. We'd like to invite you to shop Chuck Nash, where we combine small-town hospitality with a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Right now, we have over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and a friendly staff to guide you through your purchase. Stop into Chuck Nash Chevrolet Buick GMC today and experience a new way of buying or selling your next vehicle.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Southwest High School in very far southwest San Antonio, Texas. Merle Bertrand here sitting in for David Roy along with James Scott. We go to the bottom half of the third inning. Heart of the Warriors order to up here. 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Miguel Soto to lead it off against Jaden Basu, who finds himself pitching with a 1-run lead now.
You know, you're talking about pitching depth in these tournaments. It'd be good to see Jaden go out there and give us 2 or 3 more good innings off the mound. Save some guys for the nightcap. And then, of course, we still have tomorrow at noon. So.
Right. Got a bit of a break with the second game last night being called after 5 innings. The 8-run rule in effect after 5 innings in tournament play. Hour 45 time limit also in effect for this tournament. So Soto will step in. A bunt single left stranded at third, back in the first as we say hello to my mom tuned in from the great state of Illinois. Number 1 Viper fan in the state of Illinois. We'll make her an honorary Maroon just like me today, I guess.
Hello, Miss Bertrand. Thank you for joining us.
As Soto steps in. Sorry, go ahead.
2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
Let's work them, Jaden.
And the pitch down low, ball 1.
You know, we mentioned Bass is sort of like a Tom Glavine. It's also kind of like a Warren Spahn to pick another Braves lefty. Off balance. Pitch him backwards.
Good pitch there. Kind of jammed him up high inside.
Keys to throw a lot of strikes. And 20 of his 36 have been strikes so far.
Lifted in the air to the right side. Coming in and making the catch is Anderson. Again, fighting that sun. That ball sinking on him.
That should be Calvert over there.
Oh, Calvert. I don't know why I said Anderson.
That's a good play by Dane.
1 away, and J.C. Garza will step in. Garza, the sacrifice bunt in the first. Just a little outside, 1-0.
You're not going to do the Bob Uecker.
No.
Tip of the hat.
Nobody can do the Bob Uecker like Bob Uecker.
Yeah. Mr. Uecker passed away a couple of weeks ago.
1-0 pitch. Up high, ball 2.
Sometimes, like many others, I get hooked on these reels, you know. Some old Johnny Carson, Bob Uecker segments are fantastic.
Ooh, that one ripped out in the left field for a base hit. So Garza laces one to left. He's aboard with 1 away, and that'll bring up Xavier Garcia. They've got a Matthew Garza, a J.C. Garza, Xavier Garcia, and a Javier Garza.
Keeps you on your toes.
Yeah. Xavier Garcia started the game at pitcher. He's moved somewhere now. And that one inside. Gets back to the backstop. And J.C. Garza will move up to second on the wild pitch. So tying run at second with 1 away. That ball laced into left center field. Going to get down. They're going to send the runner around. Here comes Garza, streaking towards the plate. The throw coming in, cut off. And we've got a tie ball game at 2-2. Well-placed baseball by Garcia to drive in Garza to tie it up.
Good job by Javi Godinez cutting that ball off.
Yeah.
The runner over at first. So double play is still in order.
As Ashton Guerrero steps in, walked in the first inning. We talked a little bit about it yesterday. Coaches looking for different things at these tournaments. You've got your probably 1 and 2 pitchers established. You're looking for that good third pitcher. If you are fortunate enough to make the playoffs, then you need a game 3 pitcher. Or who can give you some innings and long relief or that kind of thing.
Yeah, you need at least 3 pitchers. At least 3 for district play. 4 would be much better.
Mm-hmm.
Then to your point, if you make it into the playoffs, you probably need 4 to 5.
Popped up on the infield. They're not calling the pass. Actually getting out to shallow right and having to fall to his right. Make the catch was Calvert. Man, you talked about that sun, and he must have been fighting that the entire way. Good effort to stay with that one for out number 2.
I think he's telling everybody he had that all the way.
Yeah.
No need to worry.
Yeah. Just looking for some style points.
Sure.
As Alex Leon steps in, RBI single in the first. Turns on that one and rips it foul on the first base line. First base coach admonishing his team in the dugout because somebody needed to go down and get that foul ball. It wound up being Dane Calvert. That's the reason for the delay. Now 1 pitch. Toss over to first. Pretty good move. But diving back in is Garcia. Ground ball right side. Nice spear by Fletcher Wilson. Got to him in a hurry. He spears it, steps on the bag to retire the side.
Be careful playing that ball off to your side.
Yeah.
Again, you're at first base. Get in front of it. If need be, knock it down. You're 3 feet from the bag.
In the inning, 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, Homer to left on base. Play through 3 complete. We will go to the 4th. All knotted up 2-2. Austin High Baseball on the Pipe Live Network.
Nance Orthodontics is committed to providing the highest quality orthodontics for the Austin community. Dr. Nance is a board-certified orthodontist and offers Invisalign and braces to create beautiful smiles. Our friendly team is passionate about creating beautiful, life-changing smiles for all ages with the latest technological advances. Patient comfort and happiness are our highest priority. Give us a call for your complimentary consultation today. Ready to turn your vision of the perfect space into reality? James Gonin knows that great design is where it all begins. With a passion for creativity and years of experience in both residential and commercial architecture, James knows how to bring your ideas to life. Whether it's your dream home or the next big commercial project, like the new baseball field for Austin High, James Gonin will make your architectural dreams a reality. More info at jamesgonin.com. James Gonin, architect and proud supporter of Austin High Baseball.
Welcome back. We go to the top half of the 4th inning in a 2-2 ball game. Merle Bertrand here along with James Scott. The Rockin' Rev Randy Fry, our QA. No score between Dripping Springs and Lovejoy up in Dallas. Melvin Jones making the trip for that one. Brad Cohn down in Corpus Christi. So funny, he was at Cabanas Field last night, a beautiful ballpark. Today it was at one of the high schools down there, set up behind home plate. It looked like a grassy dirt field, like a community ballpark. He'll be back at Cabanas tonight. So you talked about you never know what you're going to get in tournament baseball.
True. That is true, and I do have a resolution to the mystery. Garcia is back in right field.
Okay.
Number
All
21, right. Garcia is in the right field. Mystery solved here.
There you go.
Like Scooby-Doo. In the mystery machine, if you remember that one.
I sure do. As Jason Martinez steps in from the left side, he's going to line one into right field. It gets down. Makes a turn at first and a big turn. He'll head back. So a leadoff single for Martinez, who popped out to third in the second. He's aboard at first, and that'll bring up Logan Kinney. And going back to what you were talking about, this is the bottom of the order coming up now. 7, 8, 9 hitters. Let's see if they can make some production here.
I wouldn't be surprised if we put on the bunt here. Jason's got good speed, put him in scoring position with Fletcher and Calvert coming up.
Kinney flew out to center field back in the second. Tossed over to first. That Drip Lovejoy score in the third inning up at Allen High School.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, pitch out. Throw down to first almost. One hop to first baseman Garza. I mean, a nice job keeping that from going down the line.
Hey, it's only too aggressive if you get called out.
That's right. Flip side is he draw a throw that could do what that one almost did.
Very
one ball,
true.
no strikes. And again, way outside. 2-0. Two runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Warriors. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Austin High here as we play in the top of the 4th inning.
You know, if Rowe plays that bunt the same way where that first baseman's charging too, second baseman isn't over there fast enough, this could be an interesting defensive play.
Yeah.
Looks like he held
May
back
never
this
get a
time.
chance. 3-0 the count now. As pitcher struggling to find the strike zone here. I would imagine that Kinney will take a pitch.
I would think so. No sign from Coach A, just pointing to his head like think.
Right. He shows bunt and bunted through it.
Wow.
So we get for assuming, right? 3-1 the count. He's making the same sign. One pitch. And pulls it back, ball 4, and he draws the walk. Took an extra pitch, but he got it done. Runners at first and second for Fletcher Wilson.
All right, still nobody out. We'll see if he has Fletcher bunting as well. They put 2 in scoring position for Calvert and then top of the order.
Wilson grounded out to third in the third. 4th walk of the ball game surrendered by the Warrior pitching staff. Second by Salinas here.
Yeah, Rowe looks like they're going to play this different. Shortstop's coming way in. Boy, I'd be tempted to swing away. Oh, my God. If you see that guy jogging in again,
yeah,
you want to put it into that, swing the bat.
Yeah, that'll get his attention real fast. He's just kind of hanging around now. And showing no sign of a bunt. To your point, that pitch in the first strike, 1-1. Now he drops back, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Third baseman's back too.
Yep.
Put a bunt down. You
Put
gotta
one
get
down here.
Third base line.
Nope, swinging away. The beauty of baseball, the chess match. It can change from pitch to pitch. Martinez at second, Kinney at first with nobody out. High inside, ball 3. Warriors catcher going to go out and try to talk to his pitcher, Salinas.
You know, you were talking earlier about pitching depth. We don't know exactly where Rowe is in their pitching, although this is most likely their 4th game. Their pitchers all game have been between 68 and 73, which for what we're used to seeing is really, really slow.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, in district, you're going to see guys, 82 to 92, not 72.
Right.
For the most part.
Maroons back in action tonight at 7 o'clock against the host Dragons. We'll have that game for you here on Vibe. 3 balls and a strike to Wilson. Turns on it, lifts it down the left field line, going back. It is a home run. He got it out of here.
Fletcher Wilson. Wow, what a drive. It's a big fly.
He golfed that thing. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not, and had to wait for the umpire to ring him up. A 3-run shot to left field by Fletcher Wilson, and the Maroons take the lead 5-2.
That's our first home run of the year.
Yeah.
Nice job, Fletcher Wilson. And we've got a pitching change.
Yeah. Martinez and Kinney come in front of him. 5-2, Austin High.
So it's 308 down left field line. He probably hit that, 320, 325, you think?
Not sure if it reached the roof of the batting cage down there, the shed down there. I kind of lost sight of it and had to go by the umpire signal. He didn't lose sight of it. He rings him up for a 3-run shot. All right, so we lost our video here for just a second. Let me plug back in something. Yeah,
we'll go with the radio broadcast. Hey, this happened to David Roy and me, too.
Yeah.
Go old school.
What happened was I turned the camera to track that home run ball, and I probably pulled something loose here.
Looks like we have number 14 on the mound for Rowe, who is Alexander Guzman. So Alexander Guzman on with the Maroons up 5-2 in the top of the 4th. This would be a good time.
There we go. There it is. That's back. Okay.
If you're watching at home, send us a note, ahsmaroonbaseball@gmail.com. Let us know you're watching, ahsmaroonbaseball@gmail.com.
Yeah, we're still struggling to get our video back. At least it picked after the home run to do that.
That's true.
It's trying.
Well, if you missed that one, holy Toledo.
Fletcher Wilson hit it so hard it knocked our camera offline. How about that?
There you go. We'll go with that one.
Yeah, as Dane Calvert steps in. Base is empty now, nobody out. Like the inning just started, except the Maroons have tacked on 3 runs.
That's right. Calvert's like another leadoff hitter right here.
The Rock and Rev assuring me that the home run shot did get aired on the broadcast. So, thank you, sir.
Something tells me the Wilson family is going to be recording that one.
Slow roll to right side.
Hustle, hustle, hustle.
And they get it done on the 3-1 put out to beat hustling Calvert for out number 1. So one away back to the top of the order, and James Scott we go. You said the pitcher was Ashton Guerrero, correct?
Alexander Guzman.
Max Preps is wrong, okay.
Max Preps.
Yeah, I don't like using it for baseball. As James Scott stepping in and looks at the first pitch down, low ball 1. Scott 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Now low, 2-0. That ball hit right up the middle, and it's going to get through into center field for a base hit. Second hit of the ball game for Scott. And that'll bring up Jaden Besa, who is the beneficiary of this offensive output.
It's just like the third inning.
Yeah.
Scott up and Besa on. Scott on first. We'll see how Coach A plays it.
Besa officially 0 for 1, grounded out to first in the first, hit by a pitch. Back in the third.
Big hole over on the pull side. The second baseman shading over, which is actually making a big hole up the middle.
Goes opposite field down the left field line, slicing, and it goes foul by 4 or 5 feet for strike one.
385-foot foul ball.
That's right. Scott at first with 1 out, 3 runs in the inning for the Maroons. Trying to even up their record at 2-2 on the season. Brushes him off the plate, 1-1. Wait, is that right? 0-2, yeah.
1-1. Mm-hmm.
No, they're 1-3, so they'd be 2-3 with the win.
Oh, record-wise.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about count.
My University of Texas math failing me there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just off the plate. 2-1.
What'd you get your degree in?
Communications.
Really? Okay.
But it was on the film side. I was going to go into the film industry, and it was for a while. 2 balls and 1 strike. There goes the runner, hit and run, foul back to the screen. Two balls and 2 strikes to Besa. Javi Godinez on deck for Austin High. Ooh, pulled the string on that one and got him swinging for out number 2. 2-away now for Godinez. He's had a good ball game. 1 for 2 with a 2 RBI triple. Could have been 3 RBI, little base running miscue. That ball, line shot in the center field for a base hit. Scott's going to round second, head for third. The Maroons going to have runs to the corners. Now coming in to second, they got him.
Oh, that was not a good base running decision by either Coach Clark or Javi, whoever sent him.
I think he thought that the throw coming in had pulled the shortstop far enough off the bag that he could sneak in behind him. But a nice recovery to get him, trying to stretch that single into a double, retires the side. So in the inning for the Maroons, they pick up 3 runs. They get it on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Nowhere's they leave a base runner, and we will go to the bottom half of the 4th inning, up now 5-2. Austin High Baseball on the Vibe Live Network.
At Horizon Bank, we're from here. With over 100 years of experience serving Central Texas customers and headquartered right here in downtown Austin, we're proud to support our community and the athletes who keep it strong. Stop by any of our Austin and Central Texas locations and see how we can help you meet your goals. We'd love to meet you. Or you can visit us on the web at horizonbank.com.
Hi, I'm Jenny Covert. Welcome to Covert Chevrolet in beautiful Bastrop, Texas. where small town values drive big time savings. At Covert Bastrop, we understand what matters to you most. A good deal, great service, and dealing with people you trust. What matters to you matters to us. Rooted in family values since 1909, the Coverts have been serving Central Texas for 6 generations. We want to be your car dealer. Let us prove it. Covert Chevrolet, Highway 71 in Bastrop. Together, let's drive. CovertBastrop.com.
New pitcher on the mound for the Austin High Maroons. We move to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Maroons with a 5-2 lead. Merle Bertrand here along with James Scott. And who is that and who are the numbers, James?
We got Henry Shooter on the mound. This is his 4th game. He's thrown 3 1/3 innings, faced 19. He's 0-1 for the season, giving up 8 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, walked 1.
Pitched in the opening game of the series against Canyon Lake.
I also have a substitution on the hitter here. Looks like number 34 for Rowe. That would be D'Angelo Larza, a big fella.
Big guy. So Garza batting for Alvarez to lead off the Warrior half of the 4th inning against Henry Shooter. Attacks him right away, in there for call strike 1.
We'll get a second here. We'll close the book on Besa.
Waves at it. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 2. I don't think he meant to. So no balls and 2 strikes to Garza. Up high, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Salinas on deck. Actually, number 14 is on deck. Chopper right side. Alejandro charging this one and tosses over to first. The 4-3 putout retires Garza for 1 away.
He moved much better to that ball. He's learning already.
That's right. This should be Alex Guzman, I believe, stepping in here. The new pitcher for the Warriors.
All right, let's go ahead and close the book on Besa. So he threw 3 innings, faced 15 batters, 45 pitches, 26 of those for strikes. Gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, walked 1, struck out 1. So very good day.
Very good. Brushes him back. Oh, they call that a strike. Wow. It must have been over just in the nick of time.
Okay, then.
I thought it stayed inside, but we'll take it. Lovejoy leading Dripping Springs 3-0, top of the 4th inning. That's up high, ball 1. One pitch. Swung on, foul tip, strike 2. Got him. Recalled strike 3. Guzman is out on strikes for out number 2.
While we have a second here, we'd like to say hello to Peggy and Hayden Holloway, grandparents of Osby Contreras, watching all the way from Houston, Texas.
Welcome aboard. High and away, ball 1 to Garza. 0 for 1 flew out to right field back in the 2nd. Yeah, that's the first called strikeout that this umpire has made, swinging to miss strike 1. Got a pretty violent demonstrative motion there in the called 3rd strike.
He's selling it.
He's selling it for sure. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice curveball, bends on the strike 2. I want it to happen again just so the folks can see it now that we pointed it out here. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Garza. Just off the plate, 2-2. Henry Shooter, the right-hander, with the 2-2 pitch. Spins that one just outside, and the count goes full. So I guess if he throws a fastball right down the middle, you could say he's a straight shooter.
I like it.
There it is.
Oh.
Ball strike 3. See what I mean about that karate chop move? Back to back.
Somebody watched the Karate Kid too much when they were growing up.
That's right.
Wax on, wax off, or something like that.
So Shooter comes in a 1-2-3 inning, a ground ball and 2 back-to-back strikeouts. We have played through 4, and we will go to the 5th inning. Austin High on top here, 5-2. Austin High baseball on the Vibe Live Network.
My missing teeth were in the front.
I fell off a roof, messed up my teeth.
I would be talking, and my tooth would just fall out. That's when I turned to 8118 Dental Professionals.
When I first came in, it was so welcoming.
I just felt a connection, felt like family.
It is worth every penny because you get that peace of mind that everything is okay.
I can't stop smiling.
Why wait?
From implants to full mouth restoration.
Go to 8118dentalimplants.com to see how we can help you smile again.
4, 5, and 6 hitters still up here for Austin High as we move to the top half of the 5th inning. Likely our last inning with 10 minutes left on the clock. And it will be Drew Anderson, Osby Contreras, and Jason Martinez due up.
Sure would be good to put some insurance runs on the board. Three-run lead is a little too close for comfort.
Yep. Very few leads are safe in high school baseball.
That is true. So much different in individual pitching.
Yeah.
We saw that yesterday. We saw the starting pitcher come out of the game. They brought in a relief pitcher pumping 90, got out of that inning, and then brought the starting pitcher back.
Yeah. So it will be Anderson stepping in, 0 for 1 with a walk in the 3rd.
Well, that brings up a great question. I don't know if you can get a win and a save in your own ball game. That's
I guess
an
in theory.
interesting scoring decision, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. Drew had a great football season as an outside linebacker for the Maroons. A lot of tackles. Good to see him having some success out here on the baseball field as well. Overall, great kid, great family.
Stepping in here to lead off the 5th inning for Austin High, trying to build on a 3-run lead. 5-5-0, the line score for the Maroons. 2-5-1, the line score for the Warriors through 4. And the first pitch to him, swung on, foul back. You know, if you like green and gold, this is a tournament for you.
Sickle Bears?
What's that?
Sickle Bears?
I guess so. Colors for Rowe, Southwest colors, and Canyon Lake, where the Maroons played yesterday. Nice curveball, that business for a strike, and the count 0-2 to Anderson. No balls, 2 strikes to Drew Anderson, the DH in this ball game. Good waste pitch outside, 1-2.
You know, we don't have enough guys when we get down 2-strike count to choke up and focus on just putting the ball in play. Talking about fundamentals, that's old school fundamental baseball.
Looks like that pitch down low and away, and the count 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. pitch. Slap left side. Sardo's got it. The throw to first in time. Nice play on the 6-3 put out to retire Anderson. One away, and that'll bring up Osby Contreras.
Osby 0 for 1 today. Walked to lead off, actually not lead off, the second hitter of the second inning. And grounded into a fielder's choice in the third. Defense playing straight away.
Curveball bends in there for a strike. 5 hits for the Maroons. 2 of them of the extra bases variety, the triple. And, of course, the 3-run homer by Fletcher Wilson.
The big fly.
Yeah, time called. That thing did have some hang time.
Yes, it did.
If there were clouds in the sky, it may have poked a hole in him.
Hey, if he was a punter.
That's right.
He'd have a job.
Yeah.
In the NFL, making millions.
1 hops up to the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 the count to Contreras. Down low, ball 2. Now, I'm not 100% certain, but I think I just saw a pig in the grassy area about where that home run landed. Can you imagine that poor pig out there minding its own business, and all of a sudden some baseball comes rocketing over? Foul back to the screen, 2-2.
Pigs in the outfield.
Yeah.
They explained yesterday's stench or whatever.
Maybe like an FAA
something.
barn out there or something, but I could have sworn I saw one.
There was something out there. That wind blowing straight in. It's like Lubbock.
Right. 2-2 the count. Curveball stays up high, ball 3. Now I'm fixated on it. I got to make sure I'm not losing my mind. Hallucinating. 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Osby.
You do have your binoculars now.
That's true. Swing and a miss on the pitch up high under the chin. So hard to lay off of. And there's 2 away.
This is Jason Martinez. 1 for 2. Single to right center in the 4th. Yes, the 4th. We're in the 5th. We sent 7 to the plate in the 4th inning.
That's right.
Second baseman playing in to pull the ball.
High and away, ball 1. Looking ahead to the bottom of half of the 5th inning, they will have the top of their order to do up here, as the Maroons will be looking to protect the 3-run lead and what will likely be the final at bat for Rowe. Upstairs, ball 2. Well, we saw a 4-run, 2-out rally yesterday in game 1. I'm not opposed.
As long as it's on our side.
No,
not
well,
theirs.
right,
Come
yeah.
on, Merle. All it takes is 1.
Caught a corner, 2-1, says the umpire. The line of the 2-1 pitch. That one knee high across the outside corner. The count evens up 2 balls, 2 strikes. Logan Kinney on deck. If Martinez can extend the inning here. The pitch. Chopper left side. Leon charging it, and the throw over to first in time. Nice play by the third baseman. He's made a couple over there. And the Maroons are done in order, 1-2-3, nothing across. So we will go to the bottom half of the 5th inning and keep it here. And Austin High will nurse a 3-run lead with 3 outs to get for a probable second win of the season.
I heard somebody say we got 5 minutes.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's 4:40, so.
So if you're a shooter, you want to be smart. As long as it doesn't throw you off your rhythm, you want to take your time in between pitches.
Right.
And your time warming up.
And if you're just joining us and wondering what we're talking about, a lot of times in tournament baseball, you will get a time limit to prevent games from going for 2.5, 3 hours and throwing off the entire schedule. This one, the rule is no inning can start after an hour and 45 minutes. So that's what we're coming up on now. Shooter, a good inning in the fourth. 1, 2, 3 with a couple of called third strikeouts. Austin High came in 1-3. The Warriors of Rowe from McAllen 4-4 coming into this game here today. Austin High trying to pick up that second one of the season, hopefully even up their season mark with a sweep tonight. Looking ahead to next week, one final tournament. Thursday out at Liberty Hills, Austin High will take on Round Rock and Liberty Hill, two very, very good ball clubs. Friday, the single game against Stratford from Vista Ridge High School. That one a 2 o'clock afternoon start. And then Saturday, 2 games over at Vandergrift at Benham Field as Austin High taking on Corpus Christi Carroll. And, of course, my Vipers. I hate that. I get attached. It's weird.
My Vipers. Who knows? Maybe Saturday you'll say my Maroons.
Yeah. First pitch to Garza is down low, ball 1. I did buoy baseball for 2 years on the OK Max Sports, and I still like calling their games when I get to have to fill in every now and then. 1-0 pitch. 2-0. It really has more to do with the people like you that I meet from the community and that kind of thing. 2 balls and no strikes. That ball slapped in a left center field. Is it going to hang up? It's not. It's going to drop down in front of James Scott, who cuts it off and holds it to a single. But Garza's aboard for the second time today. He had an infield single and scored in the first inning. That'll bring up Miguel Soto.
Soto standing in 1 for 2. I think he had a bunt single in the first inning.
Right.
Flew out to Calvert in the third and right.
Slapped that one out of play to the right. Yeah, that bunt single was weird. Basic came in to charge. It was going to be a sacrifice, but he slipped and went down. And it allowed Soto to beat the throw. No balls and a strike to Soto. Little flare to the right side, Calvert. Nice catch. That ball got out there very fast. He only had time to take a couple of steps and extend the glove to haul it in for out number 1.
That's a much more difficult play than what it looked because that ball is slicing away from him, looking into the sun. That was a very good job out there by Calvert.
He's been rock solid. I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, just scanning 5 putouts out there in right field for Calvert. As J.C. Garza will step in. Letter high strike, strike 1. Garza singled, scored in the third. Also a sacrifice bunt back in that first inning. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And they got the throw down to first base, going to go out in the right field. And that takes the double play off the table. So Garza up to second now. No balls and 2 strikes. No harm done. Got a 3-run lead with 1 out and an 0-2 count here on the batter, Garza. Slap to the right side and out in the right field for a base hit. They're going to send the runner around. Here comes a throw. It is well up the line. And it's a 5-3 ball game as Garza fights off the 0-2 pitch.
I was just about to say, you said no harm done. I'd say I'd hate to disagree with you. It takes off the double play.
Yeah. And what's unfortunate about that is Alejandro would have normally been right there, but he was trying to hold that runner on second base, and the ball went to right where he would have been.
Yep, that's a standard double play ground ball.
Mm-hmm. Instead, it's an RBI single. Garza's aboard at first. Matthew Garza comes in. 5-3 with 1 out. I was trying to be optimistic. Xavier Garcia will step in. He is 1 for 2 with an RBI single back in the third. Popped up right side into foul territory. And a nice catch by Fletcher Wilson right in front of what I'm sure was a very, very helpful Warrior dugout for a huge second out of the inning. So that'll bring up Ashton Guerrero. Actually, it's a pinch hitter here, number 9, checking in with 2 outs and a runner at first.
Nice up, Nick. You can do it, son. Let's go.
Shooter trying to slam the door. 2 outs, runner at first. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Over to first, runner back. Is this Nicholas Hartman? Or is Max Pups wrong again? Down low, ball 1.
I'm looking.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hartman's right.
Okay. Beautiful curveball. Bends in across the inside corner, and the Maroons are 1 strike away from what should be the second win of the season. We should be past the time limit here. Shooter from the stretch to the 1-2 pitch. Ooh, just a little low, 2-2. Good pitch. Been an entertaining game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Drop third strike. They have to throw down. The throw in time. Nice job by Contreras, hustling over to get the ball, pivoted, got his bearings, and fired a strike, and that should be your ball game. Teams are gathering, and that's going to be a final score. 5-3. Austin High will win this game in 5 to get their second win of the season.
Hello, win column.
Yeah.
It's good to be there. 2 in a row now.
Nice job by Besa. 3 solid innings. Shooter, 2 solid innings of work. A couple of extra base hits, including the 3-run home run. So the bats are kind of coming alive a little bit. And Austin High gets the win 5-3 over the Rowe Warriors.
Yes, we have Besa picking up a win. Here, Shooter's going to get the save. So that's Besa's first win on the year. Young young season. I think we're going to have Salinas with the loss for them.
Yeah.
We got Shooter with the save, 2-inning save.
Good defense, no errors for the Maroons. They've been pretty solid here in this tournament on defense.
Yeah, that's good to see.
Yep.
Good fundamental baseball. Talk about it a lot here. Maroons 5 runs on 6 hits. Nikki Rowe 3 runs on 7 hits. Actually, I do have us with an error.
We do have one?
Errors.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the scoreboard. It differs from what you got, but I'll trust you because...
Well, it was on that throw. Over
on the throw, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Contreras tried to pick him off.
Yeah.
So, but hey, that's all right. It didn't hurt us in the end. Maroons win 5-3. We'll be back at about 6:45.
6:45. We'll get the stream up. Even if the games are running late and we start after 7, we'll have the stream up so you've got something to look at. And yeah, you can find it on Vipe.com, VipeLive.com, or the Austin High YouTube channel. Either way, we will be here. So we'll step aside for now. Any final thoughts here before we go?
Hey, let's see if we can keep this momentum going. Swing the bats very well, especially Fletcher Wilson with the big home run.
Yep.
That gave us a good little cushion there. And let's see if we can make it 3 in a row at 7 o'clock.
Sounds good. We'll see everybody in a couple of hours for the nightcap when the Austin High Maroons will take on the Southwest Dragons. For James Scott, for our QA today, thank you to the Rock and Rev Randy Fry, Suna Vincott, our technical director. This is Merle Bertrand signing out from Southwest for now. We'll be back for the nightcap at 7 o'clock right here on the Vipe Live Network. Austin High with the win in 5-3. See you in a bit, folks.